I'm afraid my husband might be cheating, and I need help figuring it out. I'm a 45-year-old woman, and I've been married to my husband, who's 40, for over 15 years. We've had a good relationship, or at least, I thought we did, but recently, I've come across some things that are making me question everything. It all started on what was supposed to be a nice date night. My husband took me to a restaurant he apparently visits often, though it was my first time going there with him. The dinner itself was fine, but what happened afterward left me feeling completely shaken. I decided to make small talk with our waitress as we were leaving. She seemed friendly enough at first, but when I mentioned that I'm his wife, her whole demeanor changed. She looked startled and glanced at my husband before blurting out, "Your wife doesn't usually look like this." I was stunned. There's really only one explanation for what she said: my husband has brought another woman to that restaurant, and it wasn't just casual. They've been there enough for the staff to recognize her and think she's his usual companion. On the drive home, I confronted him. I told him what the waitress said and how much it upset me. Instead of reassuring me, he got defensive. His exact words were, "If I was cheating on you, I would never bring you to the same restaurant I take my mistresses to." I don't even know where to start with that. Is that supposed to make me feel better? To me, it just sounds like an admission, even though he insists it was a misunderstanding. Here's where it gets worse. For the past year, we haven't had sex, at all. It's not because I've turned him down or been unavailable. He just hasn't initiated anything. I've tried not to jump to conclusions, but if he's not coming to me for intimacy, then who is he turning to? I've always trusted him. He's been kind, thoughtful, and honest throughout our marriage. But now, with everything adding up, the waitress's comment, his defensiveness, the lack of intimacy, I'm starting to feel like I don't know him anymore. I want to believe I'm wrong. I want this to be some weird misunderstanding. But I also don't want to ignore the red flags if they're right in front of me. Am I overthinking this? Could there be a logical explanation I'm not seeing? Or is this just the beginning of uncovering something I've been too blind to see? I'd love to hear from anyone who's been through something similar, or anyone who has advice. How do I handle this without losing myself in suspicion or making accusations I can't take back? Thanks in advance for your thoughts.